In a quiet valley surrounded by misty mountains, there was a village known for one thing above all else, its warm, glowing lanterns. Every home had one. Every street was lined with them. And every night the village shimmered like a field of golden stars. But one winter, something changed. The lanterns began to fade. At first only a few flickered. Then entire streets fell into darkness. And slowly, fear crept into the hearts of the villagers. At the edge of the village lived Master Rian, the old lantern maker who had crafted every lantern the village ever knew. His workshop glowed softly, filled with tools, embers, and half-finished lanterns. When the villagers rushed to him, desperate for answers, Ryan looked at them with tired, gentle eyes. "The lanterns," he said, "reflect the hearts of the people. When hope fades, so does the flame." The villagers didn't understand. They wanted a quick fix, a simple repair. But one person listened, a young girl named Lira, curious, brave, and full of questions. Lira visited Ryan the next morning. "Master Rian," she asked softly, "if the lanterns fade when hope fades, how do we bring hope back?" Ryan smiled sadly. "That," he said, "is a question only the heart can answer." He handed her a small, beautifully carved lantern. It was unlit. "This lantern," he said, "will glow only when someone discovers their own reason to shine." Lira didn't fully understand, but she accepted the lantern and set out to find the meaning behind his words. Her first stop was the river. There was an old fisherman sat alone, his nets empty, his lantern barely glowing. "Why is your light fading?" Lira asked. The fisherman sighed. "I've fished these waters for 40 years, but now the river is quiet. I fear I've lost my purpose." Lira sat beside him. She helped him repair his nets. She waited with him as the hours passed, and just as the sun began to set, the net grew heavy. Together they pulled it in, full of shimmering silver fish. The fisherman's eyes lit up. His lantern glowed brighter, but Lira's lantern remained dark. Next, Lira visited the village weaver. Her workshop was dusty, her loom untouched, her lantern dim. "Why is your light fading?" Lira asked. The weaver wiped her eyes. "My hands tremble now. I can no longer weave the patterns my mother taught me. I feel useless." Lira took her hand gently. "Then teach me," she said. The weaver hesitated, but slowly guided Lira's hands across the loom. The threads tangled, the patterns broke, but Lira kept trying. By nightfall, they had woven a small, imperfect cloth. The weaver smiled, a real smile. For the first time in months, her lantern brightened, but Lira's lantern still did not glow. Master Rian found her. He wrapped his cloak around her and sat beside her in the rain. "Lira," he said gently, "you've been searching for hope in others, but you've never looked inside yourself." Lira closed her eyes. She remembered the fisherman's smile, the weaver's gratitude. Lira rose to her feet and walked back to the riverbank, the storm finally quieting behind her. The night was still, the water calm again, as if the valley itself were catching its. The river reflected the moon in broken silver pieces, and for the first time, Lira wasn't thinking about the fisherman or the weaver or anyone else. She was thinking about what she had given, not what she had failed to be. She closed her eyes. She remembered the fisherman's smile when the nets filled. She remembered the weaver's gratitude as they finished the cloth together. She remembered every moment she had lifted someone else's light. And as she breathed in the quiet night air, something warm stirred inside her, small but real. When she opened her eyes, a tiny spark flickered inside the lantern. just a spark, but enough to make her gasp. It grew, slowly at first, then brighter, until the lantern glowed with a warm, steady light, a light born not from others, but from her own heart.